Hello, this is Jet Green, the D619 Nerd. This is take 4 of my Iron Man 4 at 3 review. It's May 15th, 2013. Sorry. Um, and today is my 37th birthday. Hurrah! Let's get on with this before I lose it. Um, anyways, Iron Man 3 starts off with after the Avengers. Um, Sorry. It's after the event with the Avengers. And Tony Stark has like a panic attacks, anxieties, which is after what happened because he can't explain aliens or all other, even stuff from like Asgard and stuff like that. It's all scientisty, even if that's a word. um, Yeah, so the main villain is the Mandarin, which we've been waiting for the last 3 movies, and we finally get him in the first 45 minutes. Is great. First 49, you are terrified of the Mandarin, and then after midway point, Tony Stark threatens him. Next thing you know, boosh! His whole mansion is destroyed. Um, and everybody thinks he's dead. He goes off to Tennessee. And he's kind of playing a detective, which somewhat Batman doesn't do in his movies. Actually, acts like a detective. Tony Stark does it brilliantly. Um, Sorry, something in my eye. Yeah, he does that brilliant, and then the second half he's teamed up with the Marvel team up, him and the kid, who uh, help him with the armor that's malfunctioning. Help him get things. You meet the girl pretends to be like a secret agent, but actually works for the Mandarin. Excuse me, I thought I was gonna burp. Eh, this is all fucked up. Sorry. Um, but everybody was thinking she was gonna be like Janet Van Dyne, aka the Wasp, but at the last minute they told them it was not her. She's actually works for the bad guys, and it's Extremist, which I've never read. I don't really read much Iron Man, so I never actually read that one. I've never actually read Demons in Bottle either, which is parts of 2 in it. Yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah. So big fight in the town. He gets away. He goes to Miami to fight the Mandarin, and hold behold, the Mandarin is actually a hack actor who's on drugs. And I do like the line, I was on drugs. Did that sound like a Ringo Starr for a second? Anyways, I'm on drugs, and um, so did you get him? No, they gave me more. And that's how I get paid. He gets drunk, he passes out, and he says, "Yeah, you don't want to go into the bathroom for like 20 minutes." But Tony Stark makes two girls go into the bathroom, and you can actually hear them. So yeah, Jon Favreau is not the director of this movie. Shane Black is, who did Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Martin Downey Jr., who gave him this job as Iron Man. Actually, I've not seen it all the way, so I have to sit down and actually watch it because I hear it's a good film. I just need to watch that. Him and Val Kilmer in that. Um, so yeah, he has these panic attacks, but he has to get over it to find out who the end intends to find out. And then the real villain is Killian Rains, Guy Pearce, who starts out as a like a actually a fat nerd scientist. I don't know. He had like weird hair and didn't dress right. And Tony Stark wanted to just get laid with the girl who's actually really hot, who actually created the extremists that actually explode. And then she worked on it and actually made them breathe fire and stuff, or shoot fire out, kind of like the Human Torch. Um, so the second half was okay. The third half, just trying to rescue Pepper Potts after saving like 16 people who fell out of the Air Force One. That I actually liked. You saw that in the trailer. You can only take two, so how was he going to save them? That was brilliant. I would have never thought of that. Barrel monkeys. That's what they did. So awesome. But at the end, it kind of fell apart. It was all at the end. He got all his armor. Some of you only saw him briefly. All of them attacked the AIM, which is actually introduced in this film. No beekeeper outfit, yellow beekeeper outfit anywhere. Just like a slight nod. If you would see one of them in a beekeeper outfit, would have been sweet. But anyway, they started attacking. Jarvis attacked them, and there's one point in the movie where Tony Stark tries to save Pepper, who's actually not only was she a damsel in distress, she was a trophy to Guy Pearce's character. How they knew each other, I'm not sure, because you only saw him meet Tony Stark, who was a douche to him. So, because he was a douche to him, he became evil and stuff like Hammer was in Iron Man 2. So yeah, so at one point Pepper falls to fiery death. I knew even when I was watching the movie, she was gonna come back somehow. You saw her be injected with this stuff, so I already knew she was gonna live. And I'm not sure if anybody actually thought she was dead. But people kept saying, "Oh well, Tony Stark didn't know," and he was cracking jokes. Somewhere, I think he did. He's that smart. And he saw her get ejected with that stuff, and he saw her either she could have ejected it or went with it, and she didn't eject it, so she was one of them. And they're hard to kill, even though Jarvis was killing them left and right because they're flying all around. Um, Tony Stark would um, go from one suit to another at some point, which is kind of cool. I'm Don Cheadle plays the Iron Patriot, which is actually in the comic Norman Osborn was the Iron Patriot, so they can't use him. So this is kind of cool, but I like War Machine better, and they made fun of it. War Machine's um, rocks or something like that is password. That is cool. Yeah. So overall, it's not a bad film. Is it up there? I'm still giving it a 4 out of 5. Um, the first 45 was awesome. Second half was tolerable. I liked him and the kid. They had a rapport. Third act kind of bogged it down. And let's talk about the Mandarin. They kind of effed up. The balls to F up Mandarin. We've been waiting since Iron Man 1. And they didn't even make him the. You wanted to see. I really wanted to see Iron Man versus the Mandarin at some point. In full armor at the end. But nope, we didn't get it. Basically, Guy Pearce was the Mandarin. but it didn't take away from it. Not that much. We'll see. Uh, so let's talk about something else. One last thing. It's a 4 out of 5. I'm gonna rank them. I'm gonna rank all the Phase 1. Technically, this is Phase 2, so I'm gonna rank all the Marvel Studios because the Hulk will not be in this because it's not Marvel Studio film. Yeah. Anyway, um, Avengers #1 movie, my favorite, second favorite movie next to Empire Strikes Back, which I will talk in another video about something like that. 2 would be Iron Man, great film. If you haven't seen it, watch it. Um, Captain America. Captain America's always been one of my favorites, so especially the last couple of years. Thor, which I've never been a big fan of Thor, but this one I really liked. Um, I would go with this one, Iron Man 3, even though it's Phase 2 now, but we'll see. And again, it might change with the rest of the other movies coming out. Then I'll go Iron Man 2, then Incredible Hulk. And I like all these films in their way. It's just been so long since I've actually seen The Incredible Hulk. So that's why it's way down on my list. It's something I don't watch that often. Unlike the other ones, I could go back to any one of the other ones at any point. Yeah. So, one last thing before I go. This week, they had a trailer for the Shield TV show that's coming this fall, I believe. ABC, or yeah, I think it's ABC. Yeah, it had to be because it's actually owned by Disney. Duh. I showed a trailer and it looks sweet. Agent Coulson's back, so I wonder how it's supposed to be after the Avengers. So how they're gonna explain that, we'll see. A lot of see it's a L life decoy model. Life model decoy. Hello. Duh. Can't talk for some reason. What happens when you get old? When you remember the 80s fondly, there's something wrong. Let's see what. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. They have one of the main characters from Angel, Charles Gunn character. I forget his name. Sorry, it's been a while since I've seen it. But the guy who played Charles Gunn is going to be either Luke Cage, which that would be awesome. He would be good. Or Rage, which is, I believe he was Avenger at one point. Don't really know much about him. I only seen him in a few comics, but I haven't really read up on him. Now, if he brings back some of the other Buffy characters or Angel characters, if he brings Charisma Carpenter as a Viper, aka Madam Hydra, that would be sweet. She would rock in that role. I don't even know who the supervillains are, or they're gonna be heroes, or we're gonna meet any of the Avengers in there. I bet you they're gonna be talking about it, but you know, we'll see. We'll see. It looks awesome. I like Agent Coulson being back. He was missed in Iron Man 3. Speaking of the end, you gotta see the end with him and the Hulk. It was funny. One of the few times I didn't have to run to the bathroom, even though it's like the credits are extremely long for some reason. But yeah, it was funny. You know, Robert Downey Jr. and Mark Ruffalo are great together. So hopefully they're back for Iron Man 2. So yeah, that's all I have to say. This is Jesse Green celebrating his birthday today. Woohoo! Peace out.